I like playing with men, and my mom can defend because of that. She has generalized the thing that I like me pemema.
Hello everyone, hi everybody, you're welcome to Raph TV, and this is the Social Hour. This is our first episode of this particular podcast, and here we talk about social stuff. We bring what is socially, environmentally engaging at the moment concerning the youth. We come here, we give arms to it, we dissect it, and talk about it, share our views as well. So yeah, stay tuned and let's catch a vibe. Alright, so I'm Darren and I'm co-hosting with
Mom scared. Lady Paula.
Yes, so today we are discussing do parents really know their words for kids as they say they know them? So yes, this is what we are discussing today. Around this period, we have parents who claim to know their kids or their children so well. So we are here to discuss and then find out if actually what they say they know is what they think they know. So yes, I'm starting from Lady Paula. Yeah. So what's up?
I think parents brag about knowing their words very well to the extent that they think they are good in the house, and then in the outer skirt of everything, their behavior outside portrays a different caliber of people that their parents think of. I think sometimes when we take our schools, for instance, our performances in our school, our parents don't even know. Sometimes our mathematics are bad, but then we bring our results and they be like, wow, essential. Oh yeah, deal. Meanwhile, she got 0, she got 10, but then she added some values to it. Likewise, in our house, our mothers don't even know that we are going through broken hearts, but yet we'll be going through more pains that we can't even let them know. The pain that we'll be going through will be a lot, but then.
But it doesn't depend. That's what I feel. Like it really do depend on who the word is actually is, because I can be in a house, I'm pretending like I'm good and all that, while when I go outside, I'm hold something on his phone. So they know them in the house, they should put it as such. But then for them, they'll go outside and they'll be bragging like, I know my word. Even at churches, at social gatherings and all that. No, they should just say something nice about your word. If you know your word, yeah, just say something nice about them.
Sometimes some people makes it feel weird about me. My mother doesn't know I'm a good person like that. She knows I'm a bad person. For her, she won't even defend me.
How is your mother aware you are a bad person but you are a good person outside? What do you do in the house?
Parents that knows that her kid or her daughter likes playing with men. They conclude that, oh, this person, she like Mama Sam. You get that? I like playing with men, and my mom can defend because of that. She has generalized the thing that I like me Mama. You get that?
So me, I don't blame parents when they say they know their words very well, because you've been in the house with your words before they start to go out, and most of them don't start to live those rascal life from the house. They learn them through peers.
Yeah.
So let's say you've been with your mom from crèche to primary or JHS. So you've been there and they know you. See, normally we go to this primary school, we go from house to house, like we come from school to the house, we almost stay most of the time in the house with them. So most of the time our characters start to change when we attend SHS or something like that.
Not even SHS. Sometimes even at primary school.
Those times we are still with them and we can't portray it no matter how it is in us. You see, when distance becomes the problem, that is when they can't monitor us more. So that's when they don't know us. That's what me I feel.
And it happens as such. Some parents are so nonchalant, as in, if you really know someone you stayed with, say the person was growing, adolescent, puberty and all that, a JHS 3-year-old girl goes out and comes around 8, and you sit in the house and say that you know your words so well. If you know your words so well, if something small changes, you must appreciate it. You should think about it. Do you understand? They become so nonchalant, as in they don't really care about it. They feel like it's part of adolescence, part of puberty. If a girl is growing up, there are lots of changes that goes on. So yeah, my child, my daughter, this is that. But if you know someone very well, if something small changes, you're supposed to think about it. Why is it changing? Because if a Christian girl or someone who is morally inclined with his Christian value virtues goes out, it's very hard for the person to come around 10 p.m. if not something religious or something educational, in the sense that the parents know about it. But then in this very time, the girl can go out and come around 10 p.m. Where did you go? I was out with my friends, we were discussing something educational, and that's it. Don't ask anything about it, and to they expect to believe, like, for their words to be saying the truth, but then it might be something wrong. But then, so me, I would say that they know them, in the sense that they know that what they do in the house is fine. But then when they are growing up, they should know that changes occur in adolescence as well, become anxious, adventurous, and all that. So that is when they are supposed to take clues, like, is it a single thing that happens in our lives or some small changes that happens, they should take, like, appreciate it and then work towards it. Because if I'm someone who doesn't like talking to people, and all of a sudden I can't sit down, I can't sleep even for a day without talking to a guy on a phone or without talking to a girl on a phone, and I'm a parent, I call it normal because it's part of adolescence.
I call that overtrust or something. Because I had a sibling. My mom trusted her so well that we all thought she was a virgin. Do you know what? She got pregnant one afternoon. She used to go to church with my mom. So during the church service, she would leave to the boyfriend. Meanwhile, she was a so-called angel in the house. So is it overtrust or what?
So I think it's not overtrust. You see, mothers, fathers, like parents in general, or people taking care of us, it's, do you know, a child can be in the house, even outside, but you see, they call you, the real you is what you do when no one is around you. You get it?
Obviously.
So right now, I am into this act, maybe I do smoke, but I know the smoking, the society will not accept it, and my family too is not going to accept it. Friends that I live with don't smoke, but I feel that smoke makes me happy. So no matter what, I'm going to stay at where I smoke, but after smoking, I come out pure. I can be in the smoking for years. And also nowadays things are going on like masturbation. Masturbation, you can't do it in public. You can do it when you are alone. So imagine me being alone and I'm masturbating, or yes, or I'm smoking. When I come out, will you know, say me hear masturbation and I say me smoking? You will never know. But I'll still portray my good character out there. So I don't blame parents boasting around saying their kids are good in the presence of everyone to know that they are
to put more effort in knowing them.
Yes, obviously.
They have to put more effort.
And what do you think the effort that they should put in to know someone? Do they have to put cameras everywhere in their rooms, or to set cameras on them to know? Because it's very difficult to know somebody.
An 18-year-old person is legal.
Okay.
It's legal afterwards. It is what you instilled in the person from when you gave birth to the person till the person got to 18. That's what takes the person through up. You are just there to correct some things and then make sure what you thought the person is really what the person is doing. If the person is up to 18, legally he's
ready
free.
to marry.
He's free. I mean, he can do whatever he wants to do.
Okay.
But then you, the parent, so where you have the authority, or you dictate, or you have that autocratic power
Leadership
to the word. That is when you master it, to make sure that what you are inculcating in the person or your word is as strong to take him when he reaches 18, because that's when the influence comes in. I mean, peers and all that. 18 is when probably you began with SHS or SHS TV. You are entering the university. That's where the real pressure is. So if I'm able to train my word so well, so spirited, I mean morally and all that, though the influence will come, you try to do some one or two, but then alongside it, that's why you are still there to correct it. So that is just it. Make sure the 18 or the period the word is with you. You bring he or she closer to you, and try to put in all your efforts, as you are saying, to give the life support or life advice,
maximum life support
exactly,
that the kids need.
Exactly. So that if the person is free now, I know that this is this and this and that my parents did and it didn't go wrong. So I'm doing exactly opposite of what they did that didn't go wrong, so that mine will be right.
So do you think parents need to draw us closer to them?
Exactly, that's the
Yes.
point.
How?
And I don't blame single parents and orphans. That's where the problem comes in.
Okay.
Because I came out with no parents, or I came out with one parent, or there's a broken home or divorce probably. That is where the whole havoc, the whole mayhem comes about, where it becomes distorted and the influence of peers and all that. And single parents, two heads are better than one, obviously. So if we want to really get someone to be as perfect or as right as we want the person to be. It depends on both parents. I don't even care about
I think
those parents that won't
asked
be
a
living
question
here.
that how can parents overcome this? I think it doesn't start from when the moment they grow. It should start from the scratch,
Yes,
right?
where you have the power over
Right,
there.
that we they give birth to us. They should
Exactly.
draw us closer to us. Me, I have example. My mother was so harsh to us. If you get pregnant, your mother will be a magic. Now she wants me to tell her that that's my boyfriend, and I'm not doing it because I'm still having the fear. But my sisters know. Whoever I go out with, my sisters get to know it. But my mom, now she's craving for it, but she will get it.
So me, for example, as I was growing, we used to have this fear from parents, my mom and dad, because my mom is cool than my dad. My dad, I used to go out when I come back, the way this man will lash me. So when I see or hear his name that he's coming for weekend, like my heart,
Wahala.
I'm just scared because Miss Russell me or Banam Kodia go
No,
say
I
to him,
don't do
"Obeshem,
anything that.
you get it, I go play, but when he comes, he will beat me because I go out."
Are you
That's-
sure
that's our
you
fight
go out
too.
just
Yes, I used to play like me. One thing is okay, so if that's where I'm coming from, you know.
And that is where daddy will beat you because you deserve
And I felt
And
it
that's,
was just playing. You
Most
see,
dads are literally like naturally.
it's okay.
Yes,
So
I'm the one breastfeeding. I'm the one breastfeeding the baby. The baby is with me. Most of the times, I take the baby to church and all that. We tend to get closer to our moms more than our dad. I mean, it's something that is there.
me, I'm not closer to my mom like my dad. My mom used to scare me. If you get pregnant, I didn't matter how be a magic. Even my panties, everything. So my dad wasn't like that. My
I
dad would
understand.
just
Maybe
come
she's
down
talking
and-
out from experience because maybe
And
your
today
grandmother
she's
did not.
craving. Oh no. Today she's craving the color. Where's your boyfriend? Do I even have a boyfriend? You've sacked them all.
Actually,
I'm sure.
Is it sad?
Yeah.
but
So,
it's about balancing dictatorship and love.
Yes.
yeah.
Over love or loving someone too much can
Look
cause
into the
you,
camera and tell them because we are in pain.
of course, mothers, fathers, we beg you, draw us closer to
We
you.
beg you.
And balance it with the strictness. You see, when you are over strict to your
No, I want stress-free life, please.
You
No,
them
you can't
become
get
parents.
it. Next time,
No, mom's kid. Like the way your name portrays, mom's kid.
your dad,
Yeah.
your dad will not agree to this, but your mom will agree. So,
Okay.
who are you to listen
Hey,
to?
my mom.
So you have to weigh the odds and know what's actually
My
at
mom,
stake at the moment.
You can't detect my mom because sometimes she will come around, play with you, and all of a sudden the mood will just
She'll
swing
be
and
looking for information to your dad. Honestly, if I'm to tell you, she'll be the one to send the information to your dad. So all that your dad is doing, it was powered and supported by
by
your
your
mom.
mom.
Is it that most words or most children are afraid of their dad? Because what I've heard, everything, if you don't do this when your dad comes, I'll tell him.
Yes.
If you don't do this when your dad
That
comes,
is it,
I will
because
talk to
you
your
see-
dad. So I feel like the mommies are supposed to be the love part, and then it should be balanced with the daddy part to the street.
But you know, some daddies
I love
too are
it.
very sweet,
Oh, yeah, my
like
father is
moms.
sweet.
Yes.
My dad is
Some moms
yes.
too are not. So you can't. Okay, it's been that moms are sweet. We have daddies too that they are also
Yes.
sweet.
Yes.
So it turns. It happens to what you get. So I don't blame them. So you having a sweet daddy, you pick it.
But
you
then
having-
they think they are treating us, they are training us to become ambassadors, like my mom said. She said she's training me to become an ambassador, not vagabond. You see that? Yes, sir. Somebody who is training me to become an ambassador. You see the moral in it.
It might be what she saw when growing up, what she has been
She
through.
saw nothing. I don't trust that woman. She saw nothing.
But you were not there. So I think
But
sometimes
my grandmother is alive.
Yes, it
I
depends.
talk to her
I feel like it
every
depends on what she actually went through, because she won't sit there for you to make the exact mistake she did. Or she
To
made
the extent that even when you are choosing a course that you want to offer, they'll
the calls.
the course. I mean, when you go to school, the course that
Ah, yeah.
they'll do
So,
campaign.
let me tell you a sad story of my dad.
Yes.
My dad wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
And he didn't get a chance to be the doctor.
So?
And he wanted all his was to at least be in the health sector.
Okay.
And fortunately, unfortunately for him, it's only me being enrolled in a health school or something like that. So my sister and my brother, they are none of it. Like, so he feels like, okay, at least I've gotten one person.
So he said at least. That
Yeah,
means
that's what he thinks. Like, at least he pleases with it. But I'm being in a health school,
the
but
apple of his eyes.
you get it. So I don't blame them. Sometimes what they want us to do, they think what they went through was bad, but in our era, I think it has changed. So
We've said a lot, we've discussed a lot this particular time. So me, what I'll say is that my final words: parents, draw your words closer to you. Make sure you know them out, so to better your stance in them. Thank you. Miss
I'll also say, kids, let your parents know you so that they can know how to boost themselves around.
Mine will be on mothers. Mothers, please don't act like tigers. Be free to us like cats.
So yeah, when you see this, just like it, subscribe to Ralph TV. There are a lot of beautiful contents you are going to see here. This is just the first episode. Just look at this, and of course, there are a lot more bringing your way. So just stay in touch. My name is Aaron.
And moms, kids, don't forget to share your comments.
Yeah. Bye.